great. NBA basketball coming your way. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines.
Based on their first meeting, we know they can beat these guys. The question is, can they sweep the season series?
Well, watching the film from their first meeting, I think they have some matchups they really like. They'll try to go back to those tonight.
Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Mourning, off target from outside. And here's Boston to the right side. Here's Duncan. Rebound, Minnesota. And after that surprising Karl-Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seem to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
Tatum, good.
Terrific job of challenging the defense there by Tatum.
It's Edwards on the wing. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Yep, count it.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Now here's Conley. Randall on the screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mourning. Drops in the 3. Mourning's got 5 points.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Left side, Brown. Got a hand on it. Here's Conley. Pass to Mourning. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Levine surveys the D. Pass to Tatum. Back to Levine. 5 on the clock. Fades away. Rebounded by Mourning. The Timberwolves trail. Up top, Randall. No points yet. Outside, Edwards. Out left to the wing. Conley with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. The game now all tied up.
Great control by Conley in the float game. Gave it just enough.
On the wing, Tatum. He has 7. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Outside Butler. Pass to Mourning. From deep. And the call over the back.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, but I don't mind the guy battling down low. Let him know there's not going to be any easy rebound.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Celtics with the lead. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Right side Brown. Pass to Duncan. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
And here's Brown for 3. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
Yeah, they're off to a smooth start, but that's no reason to get comfortable. You cannot let up in this game.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Boston trailing. Outside Pritchard. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Randall with a steal. And here's Butler outside. And he buries his first look.
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game is three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Pass to Tatum. Can they get it? Tatum rips the 3.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Edwards, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Tatum with a screen. Pass to Boucher. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid, fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc.
Whoa! Jaylen Brown, a big-time finish.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Mourning. The kick out to Conley. It's stolen by Tatum. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Duncan, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Edgecombe. Randall, left side. Here's Mourning. Clock at 4. Here's Conley. Hauled in by Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. From deep, Conley. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Look, Conley's run pick and roll 1,000,000 times. Knows when to pass it, knows when to keep it. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Here's Conley. Pass to Mourning. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
There's 39 seconds left in the second period. Duncan, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's Edgecombe. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Zach LaVine.
And when you watch VJ Edgecombe play, the word explosive comes to mind. A tremendous athlete with an exciting future.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 26 seconds left in the second period. And here's Brown for 3. And so it's Minnesota with it. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Back to Conley. White with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. There's Tatum with the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Minnesota leading by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Timberwolves lead by 4. We'll stand Joe Mazzulla as a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown, no good. Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Pass to Dillingham. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Edwards. Anthony Edwards rips it down.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back over to you, Brian.
You love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Tatum. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. Down it goes. Edwards for 3.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Pass to Duncan. Now Levine for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
It's stolen by Tatum. White for 3. The shot comes out. Here's Dillingham. Tatum with a steal. To the inside. Kick out to Brown. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Duncan. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Pass to Duncan. Over Edwards. Buried from 15 feet out. And now just a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Conley with the ball. He's got 5. Pass to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Here's Duncan. The Celtics good for 2 more.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside Conley. Pass to Mourning. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Pass to Boucher. For the tie. Can't hit that one. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Green. Randall pulls down the board.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. All right, we're going to step aside. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Green. They set a pick. Green takes it to the rack.
What hops from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The number 1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Here's LaVine for 3. Oh, the long-range prowess of LaVine.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for LaVine as his career has gone on.
To the left side wing. Back to Conley. Pass to Mourning. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Randall on the screen. Wing shot on the way. Boston pulls it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Again, Boston.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Outside Edwards. Over White. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Left side Tatum. The 17-footer. Randall rips down the board. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards. And rebounded by Tatum.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Outside Conley. Here's Edwards. Puts one up from 19. Yes, sir!
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Here's the pass to Brown. LaVine outside. Jason Tatum. The free ball is down.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, if it's a big spot, Edwards wants the ball, wants the attention. You need that.
And there's a pick. Brown. Oh, he can't get the layup. Timberwolves trail by 3. That's off.
And buckle up, guys. This play could decide the game.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's LaVine. All alone. The shot is money.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. You can chalk this up to veteran poise. Conley has been in so many big situations.
Here's White. Outside LaVine. LaVine takes off. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
Those are huge points from Levine. Stepping up.
Randall on the screen. Edwards fires. Can't hit it.
Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Here's Levine. Here's the pass to Brown. White. Tipped away. Randall. So we see the Celtics get the win here.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me